Good morning, St. Lucia, and welcome to This Morning with me, Janan Gasto. It is Thursday, May 26, 2016, and some of us are celebrating the Corpus Christi holiday. I hope you enjoy that day. To begin our broadcast or our morning show this morning, I'm going to give you a recap of last night's headlines. This one is a very interesting story and falls in the bracket of what you can consider to be a freak accident. My condolences goes out to the family. 52-year-old Leo Joseph of Ancillary died after falling off a mango tree right next to his home. Don Nicholas has that report.
Sometimes the only thing that animals cannot do is talk, at least not verbally. But this pet dog is refusing to move from under its master's bed. It knows that its master is not coming back home. Most likely, it was on the scene after its master fell from the mango tree just feet away from his home. This is the branch that gave way, causing 52-year-old Leo Joseph of Ancillary to plunge headfirst onto the road after climbing a tree which he had been in the habit of climbing. Joseph landed on his forehead on the surface of the Ancillary Highway. Family members referred to him as a peaceful individual, one who was a survivor.
I was there talking with a partner yesterday by the restaurant there. So they have a partner that came there with a jeep, and the partner tell me they have a fella that fell off from a mango tree. You understand? So he tell me like it's my brother. I tell him, well, okay, yeah, that's my brother. He mentioned the fella name to me. So me and the partner went up there. Well, when I heard that, me and the partner went up there, and we're gonna have a look. You understand? And when I reach up there, I see the partner on the side of the road. You understand? And they had a partner that was coming down. The partner tell me, you see the partner on the road, on the side of the road. So he just shift the partner on the side.
He always giving, you know. He wasn't a greedy person. Always giving. You know, I mean, always sharing with people. Always come by me and share with me. I mean, always come and check me home. What I have, I give him. You understand? Yeah. So, I mean, he never get himself in trouble with nobody. I mean, you know, I mean, always on his hustle every day. Because everybody have a way to live, to struggle in life. You understand? So that's all what I know, I mean, he used to do. A struggle, I mean, for his living.
Joseph was a food vendor who was very well known in the Ancillary community, one who residents say they could depend on to supply them with ground provisions. Neighbors described him as a very generous individual, one who was willing to share whatever he had with others.
He is a very nice guy, despite of everything, how he is, where he lives. This is none of my concern, but he's a nice guy to everyone. This is true. I know a lot of people miss him. I miss him already this morning. That's true.
You say bon petit moi. Nous quand était plus près et quand il m'a demandé il était bon moi. Il était bon petit il pas un beau qui était sauvage pour dire sauvage, il pas battre, pas faire mon rien, mais c'est un bon mot pour moi. Il était caché boire paix, mon camarade petit boire paix, il était petit de grande figure de là, puis nous c'est même monde ensemble, même si mal ensemble puis me connaître l'argent à fin. The
incident occurred around 1:30 p.m. on Tuesday. For the DBS News World, I am Don Nicholas.
And nomination day for the next general election is coming up on Saturday, May 28, 2016. And I have a report from Pastor Sherwin Griffith of the Seventh-day Adventist Church. He is concerned, as well as the United Workers' Party, who contend that nomination will be held on what's considered to be other person's Sabbath day and that it is disrespectful.
United Workers' Party political leader Alan Chastney on Tuesday called into question the procedure relating to the fixing of the date for the nomination of candidates for the general election. He accused Prime Minister Dr. Kenny Anthony of being arrogant, insensitive and uncaring because nomination day would fall on a Saturday, which is a Sabbath for over 45,000 Christians of various denominations in St. Lucia, the bulk of whom are Seventh-day Adventists. However, one pastor does not necessarily agree.
If they think it is disrespectful, then we take it at that. And that's why I said I don't know who is saying that. It could be somebody saying that who is not even any serious practicing Adventist, but just using something to bring to the table. It may not necessarily be that. It's, if I hear that from an Adventist minister, a pastor, then you say, okay, well, this is their position. And then the politicians, the powers that be, may have to consider that.
Religion has played a noted role in this year's election campaign. However, Griffith says that instead of being used solely for political reasons, it should be used to help unite, not divide.
Christ, who called himself our Redeemer, hated religion. He called us into relationship. And that's what Christianity is all about, relationship. What we have to always remember is that relationship involves responsibility. Now, if you say this day for this one, then you've got to look at it totally. I mean, you have all kinds of political activities going on, even on Sundays. I'm not aware of the fact that the UWP, as you're saying it, arguing against nomination day being Saturday, or if one individual or two individuals or whatever have you. We've got to be careful about the generalizations, and I don't have the facts to be able to say, well, this one shouldn't say that, because I do not know who is saying and what is his or her argument for that position.
For the GBS News World, I am Sarah Peter.
There you have it, guys, the headlines of last evening's broadcast. So when I come back, I've got your daily horoscope. Welcome back, St. Lucia. It's now time for your daily horoscope. Aries, you might find that words aren't the best way to communicate today. Body language and the sense of touch and taste are much more effective. You'll find that your senses will be heightened overall. The smell of the restaurant several blocks away could make your taste buds water. Taurus, things are apt to get intense for you today. There will be a lot of information coming your way, but it all won't necessarily be great. It seems that someone is putting a roadblock in your path, making it difficult for you to pass. Don't let this stop you. Gemini, your head may be buzzing with activity. It seems like the spotlight suddenly has been turned on. Your mind is on stage and your brain power is being tested. Are you prepared for the challenge? Whether you're ready or not, it's here. Cancer, focus on the simple pleasures today. Don't feel like you have to search far off lands or engage in expensive recreational activities to find happiness and peace. Realize that everything you need is all inside you. Find your happiness in delighting in nature. Leo, focus on your creative mind. This is a very fertile time for planting hearty seeds that will be sure to grow up healthy and strong. You have the ability to be very prosperous, but it certainly won't come easy. The key for you is to maintain your cool. Virgo, motivation must come from within. The only thing that can pull you out of bed is your inner drive and determination. Too much partying could leave you drained to the point that you don't want to move. Remember moderation. Libra, your mind should be quite clear today, and communication will go extremely well for you. You'll find that you'll need very few words to get your point across. You'll connect to people on many levels. Scorpio, strong forces may be acting up and asking you to stand a little straighter than usual. Keep your shoulders back and be proud. Don't think of yourself as any less of a person just because there is a disagreement between you and the people around you. Sagittarius, feel free to take the lazy route today. Don't lift a finger if you don't really have to. It may be hard to get others moving as well. You can prod all you want, but ultimately, if people don't want to go, they aren't going to. Capricorn, your thinking is steady and reserved today. You'll find that your mind is right in line with your ego, and you'll be able to accurately verbalize what's going on inside. You might be guarded about how much you tell people. Aquarius, today is an excellent day for you to say exactly how you feel. Your thinking is sharp and clear. You'll find that once you start talking, you may never stop. People will listen extra carefully to your words. You have a great deal of influence on others. Pisces, you might find that your brain is chugging along in the slow lane today. It could even be gradually creeping over to the breakdown lane. It may be more difficult to come up with your quick, witty, and rebuttals in conversation. That has been your daily horoscope for today, Thursday, May 26, 2016. Now, before I leave you, I'm about to play a little fun game or mind game with you this morning, Tanisha. Let's see how attentive are you to this show on a morning. So, if you can see the change, I'd like you to Facebook us. You can Facebook me, Jenna and Gaston, or DBS Facebook, or you can send it to us via Twitter. You can send it to our emails or call the station and play along with me. Can you see the change throughout the episode? When we come back, there's lots more fun right here this morning. And welcome back, St. Lucia. And joining me at the breakfast table here this morning is Faustina Edwards from Youth on Fire. Now, I made a little joke. I really hope the youth is not on fire. But good morning to you, darling. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. So tell St. Lucia, why you're here this morning.
I'm just here this morning to promote our latest fundraising venture, which is our music lounge event. We have it every year around the Easter time, but this time we pushed it back to the end of May. This year our theme is Black Panther.
Black Panther.
Yes.
Oh, now that can take me to all different places. Why did you choose the theme Black Panther?
The theme this year, we chose it because we have been realizing from the end of last year into this year that the Black Panther movement or the Black empowerment movement is starting back, to be in the media and basically everywhere. So we just saw it fit, to just bring that back.
Right.
Yes.
Now, Black Panthers, there were a lot of good and a lot of bad. Are we taking just the good from the organization?
Just the good.
All right. So tell people at home a little bit about Black Panther movement. If you know some of the history, if you know some of what they do, why it is that you would want to, support that movement.
Okay, well, we chose to support Embrace the movement again because, as I said earlier, it's now starting to resurface, and we think that that a lot of Black persons, they don't know their history as much as they should. Mm-hmm. So we just wanted, to just basically empower persons more about the movement, give them a little lesson about it, if you will, and just basically make St. Lucians more aware of the Black history and, all what is.
Makes sense. All right, so let's take away from the movement and let's talk about your group. Let's talk about Youth on Fire. I've been making her laugh since I got here. Since she came into studio, I don't know why. I know I'm a bit of a character, but I didn't realize I was such a joker this morning. Maybe it's the blue lipstick. Are you feeling my blue lipstick?
I am. Okay. I really am.
Thank you very much. Now, tell me about Youth on Fire. Are our Youth on Fire?
We are in Ancillary. Well, it's we recently changed our name from Youth on Fire Ministry to Youth on Fire Movement only this year. We are 12 years old. We will our
12
birthday.
years.
Yes. We it is the brainchild of two persons from the village, mainly Mr. Albert Joseph and Mr. Magnus de Beauville. In 2004, they birthed the group, and we have been there ever since.
Okay.
So we are basically a group from Ancillary, and we just try to empower young persons in Ancillary through all aspects of life: educational, physical, mental.
So this group is actually from Ancillary?
Yes, we are.
Okay. I didn't know that. You know, when they contacted me and said, Youth on Fire is coming, I was like, Youth on Fire?
You're trying to figure where did we come from?
Yes, so you guys are from Ancillary.
Yes, we are.
And what type of things happens in the group? Oh, I should say, why was the group even formed?
It was formed to just create an avenue for the young persons in Ancillary to have a positive environment, because there's a lot of stigma attached to Ancillary, so we just wanted to create
there?
you know.
What kind of stigma?
The stigma of poverty, people are not educated, and, that kind of negativity. So we just want to, embrace the positivity to it. So that's why we were formed.
And you're from Ancillary?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So you tell us what it's like being a youth in Ancillary. Let's forget about the stigma. Let's forget about your group. Let's talk about you personally. What it's like for you to be from Ancillary, or what was it like, I guess?
Well, being from Ancillary, I'm always proud to say that I am from Ancillary.
I would too.
Growing up in Ancillary, there are a lot of opportunities that actually come to us, but maybe persons don't take on these opportunities. But thankfully for me and maybe my parents, my family, I did take on a lot of opportunities that were brought, let's say, through school, because I went to school in Ancillary my entire life, well, until secondary school.
Okay.
And like just taking heed to these different things, it really did open up my mind some more.
Right.
So growing up in Ancillary, like I love the whole experience, the village life, and all of that.
Now, let me tell you, I always reveal something that I either wanted to be or do on this show. I always wanted to come from a little village. I don't know why. I thought that I'd be the little cool village girl. You check it every Friday. I around the village. I put on my dundan. I go down in the fish fest. I enjoy myself. I walk in the village. I know everybody. I always thought that coming from a rural community, I would have enjoyed it, where you know everybody, when this one reach home, so you tell you, but hey, I go by so you down the road, and there's a sense of oneness in those communities. There's a sense of love, as much as there's a rural in the background because it's small. I love the feeling that you get when you go to these rural communities rather than the big cities where it's a little different. So I'm a little jealous of you that you're from Ancillary and you get to actually tell me that is what you enjoy about it. I thought I was the only one that thought so.
Yes, it's a really great life. Like being from a small community, like you basically know everybody. So everybody, like just one big family.
And does that help in supporting each other?
Yes, it does, because persons from Ancillary are our biggest supporters. Like we would have majority of our patrons coming from Ancillary. They really support us. They top supporters.
Okay, great. So tell us a little more about some of the activities that you guys have. Youth on Fire. What are some of the activities?
Well, we have basically a calendar of activities. Our first major activity, our fundraiser, is our annual cocktail party.
Okay.
We started it 2 years ago on our 10th birthday.
You have alcohol at that cocktail?
Yes. We started it 2 years ago on our 10th birthday, and we have had it every year since. We have it the Sunday before our anniversary. After that, our next major fundraiser is Music Lounge, which we are having on Saturday coming, the 28th of May. After that, we have a youth development camp every year. It takes place the last week in July. And what we do, we take persons from the group and we go to different parts of St. Lucia and we stay there for a week. So we help persons, stay away from home and the whole family. So we as a group, we are more together at the end of that camp.
Nice.
Yes.
That sounds very fun.
It is. And what else do we have? We have our fashion show every end of October. So
you guys all have a lot of things to do.
Yes, we're very busy.
She said, we're very busy, girl. I don't even have time.
We are. So
we're very busy.
Yes, we are. So that's basically for our major events.
Right.
But we do have small fundraisers throughout the year. Yes.
Makes sense. Now, I don't know what categorize you as a youth, though. How old do you have to be considered a youth?
It's 13 to 35. Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, I'm a youth then. I'm still in the youth. I'm still in the youth movement. So I should join Youth on Fire.
You can. You really can.
So outsiders can join the group.
Yes,
people outside of Ancillary. That's what I mean.
If you are willing, because we meet every Thursday.
So you have to travel the trek.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So if you have that gas money like that, then feel free
to come
along to Ancillary. We have to go to a commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to learn a little more. I'm going to see if I can make her laugh a little more here this morning. welcome back, guys. I've been sitting here with one of the reps. What's your designation from Youth on Fire?
I'm the president.
Oh,
Current
wait.
president.
I'm sitting here with the president the whole time. How am I thinking I'm sitting with the PRO? You know, they always send the PRs to me. I'm sitting here with the president. Madam President, good morning. Let's start this again. Madam President, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for having me. Now, you see, that's what happens when you just come and sit down here and you don't even do your backup. You don't ask no questions. Good morning, Madam President.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good.
All right. So let's get into Youth on Fire again.
Yes.
So I have heard it, but I mean, I'm being silly here this morning, but I have heard the Youth on Fire. I have heard about the organization and some of the things that you guys have done. If you don't mind me asking, I know we have elections in the air and general elections on June 6th. Is there anything that you're doing with your group to encourage them to go out and vote? How does the group feel about the political, mayhem that's going on in the country?
Well, the members who are eligible to vote, we do encourage them to go out to vote because it is your right and every vote counts. Like just yesterday we were speaking about getting to know your polling station.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because since the Ansari Canaries district is so large, sometimes you would find that persons from the village may have to go as far as the Roseau Combined School to vote. So we were trying, to organize that for our older members who are eligible to vote. So we just, encourage them, your vote counts.
So you guys were helping them to know where their polling station is, and this was when? Yesterday?
Yesterday.
Anything else that you plan on assisting so that, proper votes can be cast and we don't have as much spoiled ballots?
Nothing as yet, but we didn't really, think about the whole, going through the process.
The process of it.
So that we don't spoil any ballots. But hopefully we won't.
Are you all excited to be
Yes,
taking
because
part?
That's my first time, so I'm so excited.
Oh, that's very lovely.
Really
There you have it, guys. We have a first-time voter, and I think it's always an amazing experience when you're a first-time voter. I've never voted in St. Lucia, sorry to say. Yeah, I've never voted in St. Lucia. I voted in Trinidad before because I have dual citizenship. So that is where I placed my first vote, and I was so excited.
Yes.
As a young person.
Voting like it's just,
I mean, I think that's when you feel like you're an adult, because I voted. You put your thing up on Instagram. I did my finger. I voted. Yep. That's exactly how it makes you feel, right? As a young person. I'm glad you are. So the lounge will be exactly about what? When is it going to be? Where and when is it? What time?
It's going to be on Saturday, the 28th of May, which is this Saturday. It's going to be held on the multipurpose court, which is opposite the Ansari police station.
Right.
So if you're not too sure where exactly that is, from the time you see the police station, it's just
everybody knows where
opposite.
that is. That's that big field across from the station?
Yes, it's just across. Just across the station.
Right.
And it will be starting from 7:30. Tickets cost $40. No, $30. Sorry, $30. And children under 12 pay $15. So we try to make it affordable for everybody.
And what will it feature? Do we have any special artists? Anything of that nature?
Our artists are mainly from Ansari because the whole point of Music Lounge is to bring forth the talent that's in the village. So most of the artists are from Ansari. We have, for example, artists from as young as, the youngest person I think is 10. So we have a little girl coming up. She'll be doing a little something for us. And we also have Nathan DeTurville.
Right.
And our biggest artist for that night will be Arthur Ale, the current Groovy King. So he'll be coming down, to support us.
To support us. That's great work. And what about the practice? How have you seen the young ones? Have they been practicing?
They have been practicing, and it's just really interesting, to see them and not thinking they can't do it, but yet when they open their mouth, it's just blowing your mind.
Wow.
Yes.
I can imagine. And so you guys have done this. How many years have you done the lounge, the music lounge?
I would say maybe 8 or 9 years.
9 years?
Yes, it's been a while. So we have grown from...
Wow. And so you guys are not, did you start off where you are today, or was it much smaller? And
it was much smaller. Like the tickets, for example, were $5. So like that shows, you know, the level of growth there has been to it.
And so do you normally get a sold out
Yes, we do.
event?
Yes, all of our events, thankfully, have all been sold out.
So you guys raise some good money.
Yes.
Then what do you do with the money? I like how she just, every time I ask her these sticky questions, she takes her breath. Yes. Is there alcohol at the cocktail? Yes. Is there, yes. Like, would you stop asking me these questions? Tell me, what do you do with the money?
The money, most of it goes towards our ISA program. We have a program Mondays to Wednesdays called the After School Assistance Program, where we help out secondary school students if they need any help with their homework projects, SBAs, and you know, all of that. And it also goes to our education fund, where we have this kind of scholarship bursary program.
Okay.
Yes, and we help out persons in the village who need the help. The rest of the money, it goes towards the group, because we have course if we have to, for example, travel somewhere, if we have to take the bus. So that's where the money is allocated to.
All right. So my last question, because I know we're running out of time here this morning. How does it feel being the president of such an organization?
How does it feel? There are no words, because it just brings me such joy. Like, it just really fills me up to be part of such a really great organization. Like, the persons in it, they really make you want to do better, want to make more of yourself.
Right.
So that's just really fantastic about the persons in the group, because we are like a little family. So we encourage
and you're the head.
each other. Yeah. So, yeah.
That's your family. So you're
Yes,
like a big mommy, making sure that your family,
everybody, you know,
is well taken care of.
I
There
try.
you have it, guys. Madam President, right here in the flesh, with me from Youth on Fire. Thank you so much for coming
No
in,
problem.
darling.
My
It was such a
pleasure.
pleasure talking to you.
You too.
I enjoy having people, you know, in my category, being able to sit down and have a chat. It's always very refreshing. I hope that your event on Saturday is a great and a big
Yes,
success.
yes.
And maybe, you know, take some videos, shoot us some videos. We'd love to, you know, play it back for people to see
We
what they
will.
missed.
Yes.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us here this morning. Check me back again, same place, same time. I wore my funky top for you here. Let's see what I'll put on tomorrow. I'm in some good spirits. Election is around the corner. No red and no yellow on me. Well, I have green. I like from grocery to whoops. All right. So same place, same time. Check me back here tomorrow for This Morning with me, Jana and Gaston. Bye bye.